So this message is for everybody who thinks that they don't have a job. And I'm here to remind you that the first job that you have after being a child of God is being the boss of your own business. Your business. You see, time is up for taking care of everybody else's job and not taking care of your own. Time is up for doing the most for other people's businesses and not doing your own. Now, work for those businesses. Be honorable, be upright, have integrity. But I remember the days when I was working for a bank and I was managing that budget, overachieving, getting all the accolades so I could get a raise and do all of those things, but I wasn't handling my business. You see, you have to handle your business. Now is the time to start your business. Did you know that the virtuous woman of Proverbs, I'm reading it right now and I'm going through it and I'm studying it again because I've written a sermon on this topic. But the virtuous woman of Proverbs had 9 jobs. 9. Let's talk about them. The first job that she had, it says in verse 13, is that she selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. So wool was used to make clothing. And flax is a plant fiber that was used back in the day to basically make the clothing come together. So people usually wore either wool or linen. So we know that she was a seamstress and she was making clothes. It also said that she was like the merchant ships and bringing her food from afar. So I think she went out. I think she was trading. It then says she provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. So she had servants, but she provided the portions for them. So she managed the household. She managed the whole entire household. She didn't have other people coming and managing it for her. They did the job that she told them to do, but she was the ultimate manager of her own household. It says she considers a field and buys it. And then it says out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. I think she was into real estate because she bought a field and then out of her earnings, she planted a vineyard. She basically took her profit from one endeavor and then place it into another. So she was a real estate investor because when you buy real estate, you don't earn anything. So she must have been a broker or something to that effect in the transaction. So she's a real estate investor. She owned a vineyard. That's the fifth job. Then it says she sees that her trading is profitable. So she went out and she probably was a wholesaler. She traded and bartered so that she could come out on top and win. And then number 7, down in verse 20, it says she opens her arms to the poor and she extends her hands to the needy. So she was also a philanthropist. So 1, we know that she was a seamstress. 2, we know that she went out and traded. 3, we know that she managed a household. 4, we know that she was a real estate broker. Number 5, we know that she was a vineyard owner. Number 6, we know that she probably was a wholesale trading at the merchant ships. 7, we know that she was a philanthropist. Number 8, we know she was a mother. We know she was a mother. And number 9, we know she was a wife because it says that her husband has full confidence in her. And it says that he was respected because she was great. So I'm talking to the ladies. I'm talking to the fellas. I'm telling everybody, now is the time. This is the season to start your home-based business. Now is the time for you to be in control of your destiny and to create something that you can pass on to your children. So I thought, why don't people start their home-based businesses? Now I have a whole lot of people who are. So thank you to all of you who've come to the class, who are sending questions, and you are starting to build your empire from the ground up. But I figured that there are people who still haven't done it. And these are the number 1 reasons. I have to go on television and do a lot of press this week about what people can do to get themselves to the next level financially. So the first thing people say is they don't have time. You can't say that now. You got all the time in the world. And guess what? If you actually don't have time, because I know there are people who are working 8 hours a day, commuting 2 hours each way. So, that is 12 hours a day. Well, let me tell you something. You got to snatch the time. You have to take the time. You have to demand the time. And then you have to command time. You have to tell time what you're going to do with it. You have to make the decision that you're not going to be on the phone chit-chatting about nothing, that you're going to get off Instagram, scrolling for hours, that you are not going to just simply Netflix and chill. It's okay to do all of those things, but you have to control your time. The next reason why people don't start a home-based business is because you're scared you're going to fail. You don't think you're smart enough. Let me tell you something. You can't fail until you quit. That's what my friend Russell Simmons always says. And I believe it. If it doesn't work, try it again. If it doesn't go your way, try it another way. Let me tell you something. You're not going to start a business and make $1 million next week. It's not going to happen. So some of you are not patient. You're not patient enough with yourself. You may have to work your business. You know how long I've been doing this? You know how long I've been talking to people about being financially free? 20 years. 20 years. And I still have not hit the lick that I want to hit, not because of money that I want to make, but because of people, lives that I want to change. I want to change millions and millions of lives. That's what I want to do. And I have to be patient, and you have to be patient. If you think you're not smart enough, smart does not make business. Smart does not make money. There are a lot of people who are smart. There are a lot of people who, have the intellectual capacity. But let me tell you what makes businesses grow and stay strong and earn money. Wisdom. See, you don't have to have a college degree. There are too many people who have built world-class businesses, basically, monopolized and dominated whole industries without a college degree. Now, if you have one, great. If you're pursuing one, that's fine. But if you don't have one, don't let that be your excuse not to start your business. The third reason why people don't start a business or think that they can't have a business is because you think you don't have any support. You went and talked to Pookie and Ray Ray, your friends, your cousins, your mama and daddy, whoever it is, and they don't support you. You don't need their support. Get God on your side and get going. And guess what? You have the support of the whole entire world, because the minute you start your business, you can put it on Instagram. You can put it on Instagram. You can put it on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Periscope. You are now in control of who gets access to your business to support you. And then you have to show up. You have to show up. You have to be consistent. You have to grind. You have to build. You have to train. You have to teach. And when you train people, listen, just because you train somebody and told them how to do it, that doesn't mean that they're going to remember. So you have to coach. You have to inspect what you expect. You have to go back in that thing. You have to go back and teach it again. You have to go see if what you asked to be done was done. And then over time, people will then build a habit out of making sure that they attend to the things that you told them to. But forget about not having support. Do what you got to do. Stay up at night. Think. Reach out to other people. Find other people. You are not going to have a world-class business with the people that you know, because the people that you know is a finite number. That's a limited amount of people. You want your business available and accessible to the world. So start out knowing that you have the support of God and you have the support of the entire universe. And I want you to go after that. The last reason, and I know that there are many, but this is the one that I've identified. One of the reasons, or the last reason why people don't start a business, is because at the end of the day, you're lazy. You don't want to do it. Let me tell you something. I get that. I understand. There are times when I do not feel like it. I don't want to do this. I want to go do nothing. And then you get tired of that. You ever been too lazy to do something and all you want to do is nothing, and then you get tired of doing nothing? So you might as well go back and do what you were tired of doing in the first place, because at least you can occupy your lazy mind that is too lazy to stay lazy. Yes, get over that. Get over being lazy. I remember talking to a big group of women, and I told them exactly what to do to start to get their money back, because everybody was complaining because they were making money, but they didn't have any. You know why? Because the more money you make, the more the IRS will take, period. So if you make $75,000, you get a raise to $100,000, you are not going to have $25,000 more dollars in your pocket. You actually might have less, because now you're in all these different tax brackets. So I taught them everything they needed to know: how to get your money back, how to document your expenses, how to understand the IRS tax code, what are the common tax deductions. And at the end of that, everybody was excited. And one lady said, "Is there another way?" Because she didn't want to have a business. Come on, y'all. Do better than that. You owe yourself more than that. You are the boss of your own situation. I don't care how many other jobs you have to go work, but the number one job you want to work is being a child of God. And then number two, your own business. Start your home-based business. Start it right now, where you are with what you have. Don't worry about resources or assets. Just do it. Get in the game, and I'll see you on the other side.
Well. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let me set this up properly. Come on. Technology, boy. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Saturday afternoon wealth building event hosted by the Chicago Wealth Builders Alliance. I am Fred Moore, and I am super excited to be here. The person you just heard, her name is Lynn Richardson. She's an author, a celebrity financial coach, and advisor. I literally stumbled on this video yesterday. I've heard it a couple of times. I stumbled on that video, listened to it, and I thought what she had to say was just so profound, and it fits right into the mold of what we try to encourage people to do. And so I thought it was very fitting to include that video as an opening for this presentation. So I hope that you enjoyed what she had to say. I hope that it reached some people, because this is exactly what we're talking about today. Okay, so once again, welcome to our global wealth building event. Let's take a moment to see who we got here, and want to say hello to some folks. We want to welcome Mr. Rick Sales, Mr. Bill Lynch, welcome. Miss CC Mahone, welcome. David Soto, welcome. Zell Maui, welcome. Gerald Duran, welcome. Jacqueline Smith, welcome. Jeanette Payne, welcome. Kimberly Jones, welcome. Mr. Ryan Forster from Toronto, welcome. Vincent, welcome. Then we have a host of phone numbers. Donald Rolfe, welcome. And so we want to welcome everybody to another Saturday afternoon event. So let's get started right away, and let's get this show on the road. First of all, let me set this up here. Okay. Wow, it's been a day of technology hang up, so we're going to get through this. Okay, first of all, I want to explain a little bit about me. My name is Fred Moore. I'm from Chicago, okay, and I have a 25-year career in information technology, and I joined Karatbars in 2013. I was introduced to Karatbars by my older brother, Dr. Kevin Moore, out of Des Moines, Iowa. And when I looked at the information, I was extremely excited because it was gold, but I really didn't know the true significance about gold. So I started looking at some third-party information, started doing some due diligence and looking at monetary history. And so when I got that information, the light bulb really went on. And the reason why it went on is really due to my past experience, because during that 25-year career in information technology, I had survived 3 layoffs, 2 acquisitions, and then finally the bomb hit in 2001. And that's when the tech market had crashed. The dot-com bubble burst. And so I actually went from making 6 figures to making whatever overnight, and really didn't understand why. And so needless to say, many small companies, they just went out of business, got bought up by bigger companies. And so it was an opportunity for me to reinvent myself. Okay. But even still, along the way, there was, financial responsibilities. I had a mortgage to pay and many other things I had to take care of. And so um, a little along the way, I decided to finally sell my house. But then when I finally decided to sell my house, all the equity got eaten up because you had the next crash, which was the housing crash. So the housing and the banks had crashed. And so all the equity in my home got eaten up. So I was actually sandwiched between 2 market crashes in a relatively short period of time. Okay, and so when I looked at this information in terms of monetary history, I was quickly able to understand, why these things happen. But even more exciting, I could understand what I can do in the future to make sure I'm not impacted by those particular crashes. So here we are, with Karatbars International. And I am now a full-time VIP Karatbars affiliate, a Gladiator Award winner through Wealth Builders Worldwide. And I'm going to be with this company until the wheels come off. Because the thing is, once I got this information, I thought the information was so important to share it with other people. But the good thing is that, this company, Karatbars, actually pays me for doing something that I was going to do anyway, because the information is so compelling, information that they don't teach you in school. So everybody needs to know about this. And so this is something that's it has been a true godsend for uh, tens of thousands of people worldwide. Okay, so if you've been looking for a better way, you've come to the right place. The question is, are you ready? I mean, are you really ready? Because a lot of people, they look at this information, it sounds good, and they say they're ready to do this, they're ready to do that. But when it's time to actually perform and actually put everything into play, they're nowhere to be found. And I'm pretty sure you ran into a lot of people like that. So you really need to ask yourself, especially those of you who are seeing this for the first time, are you really ready? I want to introduce you to two good friends of mine, Michael and Monisha Delco. Okay, Michael was asked the same question, was he ready for this? And when he saw it, his answer was yes, he was ready. Michael has a 15-year background as a mortgage banker. His wife, Monisha, has a 20-year background as a corporate trainer. They're full-time and retired Karatbars affiliates. Now, what's more amazing is that when he answered the bell to this particular this opportunity, he didn't look right, he didn't look left, he looked straight, he made a decision. And there's nothing more important than a made up mind. And what he ended up doing actually was overtaking his salary as a mortgage banker in just 103 days. Okay, so when he joined Karatbars in 103 days, he was free. He was able to walk away from his position as a mortgage banker. And so, ladies and gentlemen, he is no different than you and me. This is something that we find is a great example of someone who made a decision, has made up their mind. But the thing is that it was all driven from a dream. Okay, a dream that he had, and the dreams that you and I have. So, what is your dream? I want to introduce you to Mr. Ty Best and his lovely wife, Valerie Best. And Mr. Best, everything that he communicates to us is centered around dreaming and dreaming bigger. Okay, because dreams are free, but the thing is that every single thing you look at, everything that you're able to take advantage of in your lifetime came from somebody's dream. The car you drive, the planes you fly, everything, it came from a dream. And Mr. Best is the author of an outstanding book. It's called The Dream Chaser Manifesto. Okay, what it is a dreamer's guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. Because as you know, everybody's not a dreamer. Okay, and so we are in a jungle of non-dreamers. But the thing is that we are looking for the dreamers. Dreamers are out there. And once we find those dreamers, once they see that what we have to offer, and then we actually get a very, very nice partnership to where we all become family. So you have a dream, but to have a dream, you have to map out a plan to help that dream come true. So ask yourself, where are you in your life now? Where would you like to be in the future? And the thing is that, because we got this quarantine, a lot of people have time to really sit and contemplate in terms of where they are in their life right now, and also where they'd like to be in the future. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're not doing that right now, okay, you're missing the boat. Okay, I mean, and it doesn't have to do with making money. It can be anything. I mean, you have given some time to really reflect on where you are in your life right now. If you're not taking advantage of that, then I just don't know what. Okay, so if you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? Okay, so if you keep doing the same things, do you expect to get a different results if you are not satisfied with where you are right now? And the truth is this, we don't have enough time to keep doing what we're doing. Okay, a lot of people got caught with their pants down, when this crisis has come about. And a lot of people had jobs, they won't have jobs to go back to. And a lot of people don't know if they have jobs to go back to. So many small businesses have gone out of business not to reopen. Okay. When the new year rolled around, did anyone see this coming? Absolutely not. Not like this. You know, a lot of us, we knew at some point there was going to be a currency crash. We didn't know when or where, but we knew it was going to happen. But in this particular manner, it, we got the hammer dropped on us real hard. And so a lot of people, they need to take stock in terms of how they're going to prepare themselves for the future. And so I'm going to introduce you to this matrix timeline. Okay. Now you've heard the expression, you need to think outside the box. Well, exactly what is the box? I'm going to introduce you to the box. That box starts when you are 5 years old. Okay. You're put into a box when you start school. Okay. And then you graduate high school at 18 years old, 4 years of college, and you graduate at 22. Then some of us do, 2 to 4 years of post, graduate work, and you out by age 26. Okay. So you have spent 21 years in the education system. Now you are in that box. Now you come out of that box. Give me 1 second, please. We got somebody. I thought I had muted everybody. Okay. Ryan Forster, I thought you were online with us. I was going to make you a host so you can. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, brother Ryan Forster, I'm making you a co-host so you can help me keep tabs on the muting situation. I thought I had everybody muted, but I heard some noise. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I heard some background noise. So we are in this box for 21 years in the education system. So we jump out of that box into another box. Okay, and that box is where we are working, for 40 years, hustling backwards. Okay, your typical corporate lifespan is 40 plus years. The average length of any job is about 4.5 years these days, as compared to 50 years ago when the average job was probably 25 to 40 years. But you're hustling backwards because you find yourself in a position where you are basically trying to maintain a certain lifestyle, and so you have to work hard and harder for less and less pay. You're not keeping up with your standard of living. You have to do some other things. Some people go out and get a second job. Some people get 3 jobs. That's the answer. And so a lot of people find themselves hustling backwards. And then when you reach retirement age, things are not nowhere near like you thought they would be. Okay, so now for a lot of people, they end up downsizing their home, to make ends meet. And a lot of people find themselves going back into the workforce. I'm pretty sure you've gone into places like Walmart many times, and so when you walk in, you see an elderly person greeting you at the door, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to be there. They'd rather be home with their loved ones or doing whatever they want to do because they've actually worked hard and they earned the right to do that. But they have to go in because their retirement Social Security is really not paying the bills for them. It's not enabling them to maintain the lifestyle that they had when they were working. And so now you're at 81 years of age, and 81 years of age is like the average lifespan now. Okay, and so with this particular scenario, it's a situation where many people, they literally, work until they die. So look at this. You have this kid, doesn't have a care in the world. I'm pretty sure remember when you was a kid and you was like that, didn't have a care in the world. Okay, but what if your parents had given you this talk, okay, that let you know that you're going to be, going to school for 12 years, college for 4 more years, and then work until you die, okay? You are surprised, shocked, okay, because you're going to be thrown into a system, that is already broken, okay? So you're actually going to, it's like being invited to a poker game when the cards are already stacked against you. Okay, and this is exactly what all of us have been doing, all our lives. Okay, so the problem is that, hey, we just cannot outwork an exponential inflation with a linear income. Okay, it's just impossible. And people, they just continue to do the same things, thinking that that's the normal way. And then they find themselves in a situation where they're not meeting ends meet. Okay, and so it's just a simple solution that we're actually going to offer you today. And once again, you don't have enough time to keep doing the same thing. Okay, and, it's just like the definition of insanity, and we all know what that is. Okay, the great Warren Buffett, very profound statement. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Okay, but one of our leaders, Mr. Michael Delco, he has an even more profound statement that makes a whole lot more sense, in my opinion, and that if you don't find out what real money is, you'll work until you die. Okay, because you can make, you can earn income in your sleep all day long, but if that income is, made of paper, okay, you can still earn income in your sleep and still work until you die. Okay, but the thing is this: you want to make sure that you actually are working and being able to earn real money. And the definition of money is anything that is defined of that anything that's defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. So ask yourself this question: is the paper currency that you've been working for, that you have in your pocket, that you have in your bank, does it fit this description? Okay, I have to say it absolutely does not. There's no way that it does. Okay, it does not store your labor. Okay, it's not worth as much more in the future as it is today. It's much less. It's worth a lot less. And so we're going to introduce you to 4 keys to building wealth. Okay, and the first one is that we're going to show you how to create residual income. Accumulate appreciating assets, okay? Appreciating assets, not depreciating. How to outrun inflation and to utilize the advantages of the tax code. And this, it's really a shame that a great many working adults, they really don't understand that they have a way to take advantage of the tax code. And a lot of people find out too late, and some people, they never find out. They think it's just part of the system where they work for a company for 40 years, get 40% of their income taken by the government. And it doesn't have to be that way. So the earlier you find this out, the better. So we're going to show you an example of someone who's very young. He's finding out the hard way. He's learning a very hard lesson, but it's a lesson he's going to learn for the rest of his life.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 6, 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
But it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It's not fun. It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
It's what?
Taxes.
Poor little kid. I mean, he's getting his feelings are like deeply hurt because apparently he doesn't like to lose. Okay, but the truth of the matter is that taxes could take as much as 40% of the income that you worked so hard for over the course of your career. And so it doesn't have to be that way. It's definitely a better way. So what do we do about that? What is the answer? Okay, I want to introduce you to what's called the cash flow quadrant. This was actually created by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this quadrant is broken up, into 4 groups where just about everyone that earns income falls in one of these 4 categories. And the first one is E, for the employee. This is 90% plus of the people, okay? They go to school, get good grades, they go to college, and they get what? A job, okay? That is this particular section, okay? So they are getting hit hard with 40%, in taxes that they work for. Now, the thing about this is that most people in this category, if they lose their job, okay, and no matter what their salary is, okay, more than likely, they are like 2 paychecks away from poverty. Okay, so there's no wealth there, okay, because you're relying on that check, getting paid every 2 weeks, okay? You live in paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. There's no wealth there. You're just making money, paying bills. There's no wealth whatsoever. So you decide not to have a job anymore. So now you want to own a job, okay? You want to be a self-employed person or a sole proprietor. Okay, this is your dentist, okay, your doctor's office, okay, your barbershops, okay, your masseuses. okay, these small businesses. And unfortunately, they're getting hit hard right now because most of the people in this category, they have professions where they have to engage with people and have hands-on with people, and there's no way they're earning any income right now. And the sad of the matter is that a lot of them probably are not have gotten any of this stimulus. Okay, and so um, we hope that this whatever is going on here it really is over as soon as possible, because this particular part of the cash flow quadrant, they're getting hit pretty hard. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to get from the left side and you want to get over to the right side. Okay, this B stands for business. Okay, where you are part of a system. Okay, you're part of a system. And one of the greatest examples of this is McDonald's. Okay, you go in one McDonald's in one country, you've been in all of them. They're all the same. They all operate the exact same way. It's a system of duplication. Okay, it's as simple as that. So you want to be part of a system. And so, where you're in the E quadrant, okay, you actually work for people in the B quadrant. So you want to be on that B side, and you can be on that B side. Okay, then there's the I, where money works for you. This I stands for investor. Okay, so income that you earn, you want to make sure that money works for you. And I'm a strong believer that we weren't meant to work for money. Money was meant to work for us. And so we want to be able to have a leverage business that maximizes both the B and the I quadrant. And we have that. So Karatbars International answers all four keys. Okay, we create residual income, we accumulate appreciating assets, and we definitely outrun inflation. Inflation can't touch us with what we have. Okay, we're able to utilize the advantage of the tax code. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to show you how you can start a gold home-based business, show you how to save gold for yourself, okay, to outrun inflation. We're going to show you how to simply share this with others, and we're going to show you how you can actually earn as your team duplicates, okay? Now, we're going to talk about Karatbars International, the company. Karatbars International was founded in 2011 and internationally shipping to over almost 150 countries, and it specializes in the production and sales of high-quality gold products in small, transaction-friendly weights. We are the largest producer and distributor of gold in small, affordable weights in the world. No one is close to what we're doing. If you look at the illustration on the left, you can see the Karatbars is very close to the Mercedes-Benz headquarters, okay, their main headquarters. And so you're talking about being in a very exclusive high-rent district in Stuttgart, Germany. So I had the great fortune of not going there once, but actually twice. And I really strongly suggest every affiliate make it a pilgrimage, if you will, okay, to go to the corporate headquarters at least one time, because that gives like 1,000% validation in terms of who this company is, the people, and what they are doing to help change people's lives. Okay, a visit to the corporate headquarters is amazing. It truly is. Something else is amazing is our founder and CEO, our visionary, Mr. Harold Seitz. We love our CEO, okay, and our CEO loves us. Now, those of you who haven't worked in the corporate world, you may have had no feelings about your CEO one way or the other, but we have strong feelings about our CEO. He loves us. He loves people. He gets down in the trenches. He rolls his sleeves up with us, okay? And he has a statement that says, who owns gold has always money, okay? Okay, and so Mr. Harold Seitz is the author of two books, amazing books, The Future of Money and Think Big. Okay, and he has a statement that's extremely profound. Okay, since he started this company in 2011, his mission has been to produce the highest quality gold available in the marketplace, make it easily accessible to easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. Okay, his goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Okay, most people do not understand that we live in a system of debt, okay? The only way that currency is created is when debt is created, okay? And they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. And so we have a system that decouples us from this system of debt. And the question you're going to ask yourself, hey, do you want to be in debt or not be in debt? Okay. And so this is a system that helps us decouple from that system. John Pierpont Morgan, better known as J.P. Morgan. Everybody knows J.P. Morgan Bank. J.P. Morgan was one of the most successful and most powerful bankers of his time. He says that gold is money. Everything else is credit. And he also went on to say that if you realize this, once you realize this, you'll never be poor again. I'll never be poor again. Alan Greenspan, former head of the Federal Reserve, he says that gold is always acceptable. Okay, because see, people that's at the head of these central banks, they know what the real money is. And he says that gold is always acceptable. You can go anywhere in the world and people will accept gold. Gold is universal. You can go to many places, they will not accept the US dollar. Okay, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know that. And this is one I love, okay? By Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, an international entrepreneur. He says, gold is God's money, okay? Simple, because hey, gold was here. It's a natural resource put into the earth, okay, for us to extract and use. Okay, gold is God's money, and it's in the Bible it's mentioned in the Bible over 400 times. And when you try to take God's money, okay, and transform it into man-made money, that's when all the chaos and the havoc is caused. Look at what's happening today. All this was going on because of the reliance of man-made money or currency, better known as currency. So let's talk about our gold, the gold that Karatbars International offers. Now, the first thing you want to understand is two main points. Number one, when it comes to physical gold, it's something that you do not buy. You do not buy gold, okay? You can't buy money. What you're doing, you're exchanging your depreciating paper currency for a more superior monetary resource. Okay, so if you have $500 in paper currency, you move it into $500 in gold, you still have $500. Except that the purchasing power of that $500 in paper currency is going to go down. Okay, that's the difference. And another thing you want to know is that when it comes to physical gold, you're not investing. Reason being is because gold has a store of value. Okay, and because it has a store of value, there's no risk. And whereas there's no risk, it cannot be an investment. Okay, so what it is truly is financial insurance on your money. You have insurance on your house, your car, your health. All that is for the what if. Okay, so we have gold for the what if, in terms of if we have a currency crash, we got real money to protect us. So each cash gold card is equipped with black light authentication feature, meaning that we got the highest level of patented security on our gold to make sure that you're going to get exactly what the company says you're going to get in terms of the quality of gold, 999.9 24 karat gold, that they cannot be counted, it cannot be counterfeited or copied. Okay, we have the only paper money on the planet that's not dependent on governments or failing economies. Okay, so it's not attached to any government whatsoever. Okay, so you can start purchasing any products in our Karatbars ecosystem with our cash gold, which is really cool, by the way. Okay, once if you're new, once you get your account set up and start purchasing with gold, it's an amazing activity. Okay, so what's going to be happening is that a lot of small businesses are going to be starting accepting our cash gold as a means of payment across the counter. So we got everything set up from top to bottom, front to back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, why do we actually acquire gold? Now, since 1932, gold has outperformed currency by more than 6,200%. $100,000 of gold acquired in 1932 is worth now $6,289,308. Now, by contrast, okay, in the bottom right, $100,000 in cash in 1932, $100,000 have the purchasing power of only $2,000 today. It's probably a lot less than that. Okay, so when you look at the purchasing power over time, it's a no-brainer in terms of the power of gold. Now, here's another reason, okay? Let's look at 1920, 100 years ago. Okay, this particular Ford was $645. or you can actually purchase this with 1 kilogram of gold bullion. Okay, so 1 kilogram of gold bullion in 1920 was worth $645. Let's fast forward to today. Okay, a comparable model, okay, today is worth $40,000. Now, what can you do with that $645? Okay, you might be able to get a tune-up. You definitely can't purchase any tires, okay? But you can take that same physical 1 kilogram of gold, okay, from 1920 and purchase this car and have about $15,000 left over. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we talk about in terms of price stability. Okay, price stability in any economy means that the general price level in an economy does not change much over time. This is amazing. Now, anytime I hear on the news that the economy is doing good, the way I find out personally is when I go to the grocery store. Okay, so take a look at this. 1998, $20 would definitely have filled up your shopping cart. Fast forward to 2005, same $20 bill, just looks different, okay? But you can see it's buying you less. And today, okay, you can start taking the basket away, okay? Because now I can just go buy, 3 or 4 little items, may not even need the basket, and pay more than $20. Okay, so you can see the purchasing power of $20 is going down. Okay, it is buying you less and less and less. Okay, so with that is inflation. And then inflation is the excessive printing or creation of paper currency. Okay, that causes the prices of goods and services to go up and the value of the paper currency to decrease. Okay, and we have safeguards against this. Okay, so one of the first things we do, we pay ourselves first. It's the #1 millionaire secret and the most simple strategy that we use. We exchange declining paper dollars into the world's best tier 1 appreciating asset, which is gold. Now, on the left, your working class, okay, your working class, they work, they get paid, and the first thing they do, they pay their bills and they spend, okay? You're going to get paid Friday and the money's already spent in your head. And so it's I've seen it so many times. I'm guilty of it myself, okay? But because of Karatbars International, my strategies and the way I think about money now has completely changed. But your working class, they spend first, then they might save. They might save. Now, on the other side, you're rich and wealthy, they earn income, they build wealth. They save first, no matter what. They save and invest. And then they circulate their income to make sure they have a self-perpetuating economy within their own home. They spend their dollars in places that's going to really serve their best interests. Okay, so we have a very simple business model. Okay, we're going to show you how you're going to be able to start your own business to maximize tax benefits. Pay yourself first with a tier 1 asset, which is gold. The best gold, the highest asset class to outpace inflation. Okay, to build a referral network to create residual income. And here's how we're going to do it. You're going to learn how you're going to start a simple and duplicatable business with Karatbars from home. You're going to benefit, from our new multi-gold packages, which are incredible. We're going to show you how you're going to be able to gain financial security, be able to hedge in times of crisis, gain financial independence. And what I mean by that is financial independence from the current system of debt, okay? Meaning that you're going to actually own your own bank that's independent of any banking system on the planet. Okay, so we're going to show you how you're going to be able to leverage and have exponential growth, because these are keys to our compensation plan. Now, we explained to you in terms of how you can, we provide, gold in small, affordable ways. Okay, so you can acquire as much gold as you can whenever you can. You can do it automatically, but something like this, you definitely want to share with your loved ones, okay, because this will protect them in a time of crisis. And so what the company will do, they will pay you when you refer others who do the same. Okay, so we have 2 keys to our compensation plan, which is leverage and exponential growth. Now, the great J. Paul Getty, one of the most famous millionaires, billionaires this country's ever had. He said he'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of his own. Okay, you're talking about leverage. Now, before we get started, we want to give you this disclaimer. We are not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give any financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and not a guarantee of income. Okay, so let's take a look at our extremely exciting and generous compensation plan. It's going to start with what we call the unit-level bonus. Okay, the unit-level bonus is where you will actually open up your free gold savings account. Okay, totally free. There's no fees whatsoever at any time. Okay, you open up a free account, and we're going to show you how to sponsor at least 5 people who will do the same. When you do that, you're going to be able to maximize the unit level compensation plan. You're going to be able to earn up to 6% to infinity. Okay, and that can add up. Okay, we're talking about exponential growth. Okay, it can start slow, but it can build and build and build to where it's very, very profitable. You're going to be saving gold for yourself and sharing with others how they do the same. And with this, you're going to be compensated monthly, okay, with this unilevel system. Then there's the dual system. Dual means 2, okay? With the dual system, you're going to acquire a business package. And the dual system is optional, but you're going to be able to acquire a business package to start your business, okay? A business. You're going to be able to acquire Karatbar's products, goods, and services. Consist of gold, consists of our exciting blockchain-based products, consists of many other products that Karatbar's provide. Then we're going to show you how to share with others, and you're going to be able to get paid as you teach your new partners how to duplicate. That's the dual system, okay? Then there's the direct commission. Direct commission simply means that when you acquire a business package, okay, and you show others how to do the same directly, you will earn 10% from the value of that particular package. Okay, so when the person that you refer someone, they'll earn 10%. You will earn 3%. You did not refer that person directly, but you earn 3%. Okay, and so when that person refers someone, you will earn 2%. So you're actually earning 5% from the efforts of other people. But this is an outstanding example of leverage and exponential growth, because let's say that you directly sponsor 10 people. Okay, so you're going to earn 10% off the value of those packages from 10 people. But those 10, they're going to duplicate, right? Because this is a system of duplication. So that means that 100 people, okay, going to end up in your second generation, and you're going to earn 3% off of that. Okay, then on your third generation, because 100 people had duplicated the process. And so that means that you're going to earn 2% off of 1,000 people. Ladies and gentlemen, that is outstanding. Real leverage and exponential growth from a simple system of duplication. Then there's the dual team bonus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is, if you're not excited yet, this is the reason to get super excited. This is the sweet spot, okay? Because with the dual system, you're going to actually have a team A on your left and a team A on your right, okay? And what happens with the dual system, everything that's sold in Karatbars carries a unit value. It's like a point system. So as people are coming in on your right side and your left side, they're acquiring gold, they're acquiring packages, they're acquiring other products. But as they acquire these things, units are accumulated. And so anytime you have as little as 25 units on one side and 50 units on the other, you're going to get what's called a DTP, stands for a dual team payout. Okay, and that amount that you earn will show up in your back office immediately. Okay, and this goes down to affinity. So what do you earn when you have a dual team payout? It depends on the package that you have acquired. Okay, so in the bottom right here, you can see with the bronze, when you have a dual team payout, you'll earn 40 euros. With a silver, you'll earn 50. With a gold, you'll earn 60. And a VIP, you'll earn 80. And we'll talk more specifically about the packages in just a moment. But what it is that you have the opportunity to immediately put yourself in a position to earn the level of income that you like to earn. Okay, so you can start at bronze or you can start at VIP. Everybody wants a VIP because you're at the top of the compensation plan. Now, there's a limit in terms of how much we can earn in a week, and that limit is 180,000 dual team payouts per week per person, not per team, per person. So when you want to multiply 180,000 times 80 euros at a VIP, that's a lot of cabbage for 1 week. But what it simply means is that this compensation plan is designed so everyone that joins Karatbars, everyone can make a very lucrative income without ever breaking the company. Okay, I'm pretty sure, maybe some of you have been with other programs where when people start making a lot of money, they start changing the compensation plan, this, that, and the other, making adjustments. But it's been like this ever since I've been in Karatbars, and I'm going into my 7th year soon. And so this is amazing. Okay, so a brief overview of the commissions. You're going 100% of direct commissions, 10% on your first generation, 3% on your second generation, 2% on your third generation. There's a unilevel bonus, there's a matching bonus. In total, there are over 7 income opportunities, and actually there's more than that. It truly is more than that. So Karatbars will pay 5 commissions per month, weekly in the dual system and monthly in the unilevel. Get paid 5 times a month, direct to our own personal MasterCard, which we'll show you in just a moment. And so let's talk about the packages themselves, okay? We have the packages that we have, it fits everyone's budget. When I say everyone, I mean everyone's budget, okay? So we're gonna start from the top down. We're gonna start at the multi-gold package number 7. For 4,900 euros, you're gonna get a VIP status, meaning the highest commission in the dual team. You're gonna earn 80 euros per dual team payout. Okay, you're gonna get 12 discount cards. These discounts, these cards, you can give them to people when they actually get a package. They'll get 10% off the price of that particular package. Okay, so you also have gold matching, where you will get 1 4/10 grams of gold, 7 generations deep, ladies and gentlemen. So if that's too rich for your blood, then there's another VIP package for 34.50. Okay, you're going to get 10 grams of gold, okay, 75 units. You're going to get 80 euros, and you're going to get gold matching with 0.8 of a gram of gold, 7 levels deep. Then there's the package number 5 for 2,200 euros. Okay, you're going to get 8 discount cards, 6.5 grams of gold. This carries 50 units in the dual team, 60 euros per dual team payout, and you're going to get a 0.5 gram of gold, 5 generations deep. Then there's number 4. You can see the prices are going lower and lower. So we got something for everybody. So relax, okay? $5.95 for package number 4, okay? Carries a silver status, and you will actually have 50 euros for each dual team payout. You get 0.4 of a gram of gold, 3 generations deep. And then that's package number 3 for 340 euros. You have the bronze status, and you would actually have 40 euros for every dual team payout. You have gold matching at 0.3 of a gram, 2 generations deep. And you have package number 2 at 180 euros, okay, 40 euros per dual team payout, and you get 0.1 of a gram, 2 generations deep. And then, ladies and gentlemen, package number 1 for 75 euros, okay? Karatbars has thought of everybody. We want everybody to be in the position to have, some residual income, okay, to put themselves in a position to make things better for themselves, okay? So you have a 0.5 gram of gold for package number 1, but there's no matching bonuses. However, you can actually earn commissions, okay, if you refer other people who have higher packages, okay? So we're not done. Now it's a matching bonus, because everyone in your dual team, when they earn a dual team payout, okay, if you're a bronze, you'll earn 5% of the dual team payout, 2 generations deep. Silver, 3 generations deep. Gold, 5 generations deep. And ladies and gentlemen, VIP, 7 generations deep. Okay, meaning that anyone in your organization, when they get a dual team payout, 7 generations deep, you earn 5% of that. ladies and gentlemen, this is just so generous. It's amazing, truly amazing. If that's not enough, okay, everybody wants to be a VIP, but like I said, you know, the price of the VIPs might be too rich for your blood. So we have what's called the Fast Track 5 and 5 promotion, where the company will actually pay you for doing something that we're going to train you to do anyway. So when you get a package, okay, and you sponsor 5 people in 5 weeks who get your package or higher, the company will upgrade you to the next level at no cost. You can actually earn, excuse me, you can actually earn 2 upgrades within your first 5 weeks. You can go from silver to VIP, okay, at no cost. It's like giving yourself a raise just for doing, you know, something that we are going to show you how to do. Okay, it's just a matter of you, you know, making up your mind and doing it, and it'll get done. Okay, if that's not enough, we've always had these long-term incentive programs, and you know, we used to just, you know, mention this, you know, you'll earn this, you know, but it's becoming more and more significant now because more and more people and people that we know personally are starting to earn these long-term incentives, and so this is something that the company will actually award you, and there's no timeline for this. Okay, if you just stay with Karatbars, keep doing what you're doing, okay, these particular incentives will actually come to you. Okay, so we've known people who've earned all of these incentives. We actually have our our leader Michael Delco and his lovely wife Melissa. They won the C class a couple of weeks ago. Okay, but guess what? Because of the financial education that we receive, you know, it created what's called a next level problem. Should he take the C class or should he take the gold? Okay. I'm gonna let you figure out what he did. Okay. When you look at things logically, I'll let you figure out what he decided to do. We also have an affiliate by the name of Nisa Nako. She won not one, not two, but all 3 Mercedes Benz in the long-term incentive. And so now we're seeing that this villa that they'll build for you anywhere in the world, it's well in sight now. We know that somebody's going to win it and they're going to win it soon. Okay. We've had many affiliates win the Rolex watches. Okay. So this company, they reward you very well for doing something that, you know, you're going to love doing, because this is a way to share with people, to really bless people and help people improve the quality of their lives. Okay, so we get paid weekly and monthly, as we said. We have our own cash, we have our own MasterCard, which we're actually in the process of changing partners right now to um, make the offerings more widespread with more countries around the world. Okay, but we have our own branded MasterCard, ladies and gentlemen, in which we have the highest level of credibility just for having this. Okay, so we actually get paid in our commissions on this card every Friday, and we also get paid in grams of gold as well. Okay, so our advantages are 9-year-old company operating in almost 150 countries right now, products delivered directly to your door via FedEx, all commissions paid on our private issue MasterCard. I'm gonna stop right here for a moment. When you look at these 2 household names, FedEx and MasterCard, FedEx doesn't have a truck. They just come by, you know, pick up packages at our corporate headquarters. We are FedEx's #1 international shipper. We have so many packages going on a daily basis. They actually have a facility inside our corporate headquarters. I've been there, I've seen it. Okay, and so when you look at that and you look at MasterCard, it's their job to vet people. It's their job to vet companies. And so if MasterCard allow us to put our name on their card, that means that we have all our I's dotted, all our T's crossed in terms of being the credible company that they would want to do business with. And we've been with MasterCard as long as I can remember. I know we started with PayPal, but we got this MasterCard and we've had it ever since. I know we were MasterCard of the Year, okay, in Europe in 2013. Okay, so I'm saying all this just to say, hey, when you want to, hey, do your so-called due diligence, I mean, go ahead. But the thing is this: FedEx, MasterCard, they didn't go to Google. They used their lawyers, they used their compliance office to dig deep, okay, to find out if we were the type of company that they want to do business with. Okay, so there's no way you're going to find anything that we don't know already about Karatbars International. And so I know it's human nature to want to do your research, but come on, look, FedEx, MasterCard, okay, our largest and first branding partner, the Vatican. Okay, I mean, come on, that spells top-notch credibility for a company. Okay, almost 1 million affiliates worldwide right now. A complete support system, excellent support. Okay, no cost to register. If you need support, you can call and you can talk to someone. Okay, 24/7, and they'll help you. No mandatory fees of any kind ever, and 24/7 multi-million-dollar software at no cost. Once you guys register and see what you have available to you, it's amazing. We don't pay 1 red cent for multi-million-dollar software. Wow. Okay. And the product is the best on the planet. 24 karat 999.9 pure gold. Okay. So you are definitely in the right place at the right time. A worldwide market. We're only approaching 1 million people. There's a market of 7 billion customers. Okay. Innovative company of, as you can see, a very substantial compensation plan. Our goal, ladies and gentlemen, is to give people across the world a safe platform and a method to transfer from paper currency into gold bullion 1 gram at a time or more. Okay, so every time someone sees this, it's 3 types of people. Number one, green light, you had me at gold. Okay, a lot of people started with Karatbars. All they had to hear about gold. Hey, I'm in. Let's go. What do I have to? Where do I sign up? Yellow light, I'm excited, but I have some questions. That's fine. That's the purpose of this overview. It's just an overview, okay? And so get back with the person who shared this with you. They'll explain everything to you in great clarity, okay? And the red light, this may not be for me. That's okay. This is definitely not for everybody, because as I said at the beginning of this program, we're looking for the dreamers. We're not saying you're not a dreamer. It may just not be a good fit for you. However, when you look at the paper currency versus gold, okay, you can look at the information that we just showed you, or you can go do your own due diligence, okay? It's a no-brainer. I mean, we're at the point right now where getting gold is not an option. It's not an option. You need to get gold if you want to protect your hard-earned income. If you want to make your savings inflation-proof, you must get gold. There's nothing else that's going to preserve it for you. Nothing, okay? Now, you want to get back with the person that shared with you. You want to register for your account now. It takes only 7 minutes, okay? We have webinars like this going on every single day. We have ways for you to stay plugged in. And when you stay plugged in and embrace our culture, okay, everything will come to you second nature, okay? And we're here for you to help you be extremely successful as you want to be, okay? So, having said that, now I want to bring on our guests. We have 2 outstanding guests I'm extremely excited about. Let me back up. Oh no, what happened here? Okay. Technology. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay, here's what we can do. Okay, we're good. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to hear from 2 extremely well-loved affiliates, okay, within Karatbars and Wealth Builders worldwide. And what I love about them especially is that they actually are from Chicago, okay? And there has not been a time when you see one and don't see the other. Now, when you see them, you think they're twins, but they're not. But these ladies, they are ladies of grace. They represent not only themselves well, but Karatbars. They're very serious about, saving in gold, very serious about sharing this with as many people as they possibly can. Just like me, I believe Karatbars to them is definitely a ministry. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring on 2 sisters that we have nicknamed Those 2 Sisters. Okay, so I want to bring on the Maui and our beautiful sister, Cece Mahone. And so, ladies, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so which one wants to go first?
Always let the oldest go first.
Okay, You are welcome to bring on your video if you like to.
Who?
You.
It's on my end.
Okay. Okay, not on my end. Okay, great. All right. So anyway,
You're
ladies,
on.
we just want you to introduce yourselves and give your testimony about Karatbars and anything you want to say.
Okay, well, can you hear me, Fred?
Loud and clear.
Okay. First of all, excellent presentation, and thank you so much for inviting those two sisters. And I am the oldest sister, Cece, and I always say I'm the oldest and the shortest. And Demaui is my younger, taller sister. I am so grateful that I had the opportunity to join Karatbars International. And working with your sister, your spouse, your best friend is nothing better than that. My background basically for 60 years was in childcare. And I also did several other things, worked for the airlines. I was a cosmetologist for 22 years. So I've done different jobs, and I've been in lots of network marketing, lots. If you can name it, I've probably been in it. But when I heard about Karatbars International, which was from my amazing sponsor, Mr. Ty Best, we've been friends, him and Valerie and I have been friends for probably close to 30 years now. And when he told me about Karatbars, my response was, Ty, I belong to the NFL. And he said, what's that mean? I said, no friends left. So we laughed about it. And I said, well, I got to sign up because, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's free. So I did. And I said, but I'm not going to do anything. Now, did you guys hear what I just said? I told Ty Best that I will sign up for a free gold savings account, but I'm not going to do anything. And he said, okay. So I said, well, let me tell at least a few people. So I told my sister Demaui, I told one of my brothers, and I told 3 other people. And I commenced to do nothing. But then one day the light bulb went off, and it was 2 years later. So when I hear people like Al Murray and other people saying it took them 7 months or 3 months, and I'm always, you was faster than I was because it was 2 years. It was 2015. But the incredible thing about Karatbars is that, first of all, I didn't have a dream. I had stopped dreaming and didn't even realize it. Karatbars gave me an opportunity to dream again, and then to be able to share with other people. I think that's what I like the most about Karatbars. The money is going to come, but it's more than the money. It's the freedom. And when Mr. Best talks about freedom, that's what it's all about. I tear up every time I hear him do that because it's really true, and it's the money is great and everybody should be wealthy, but the friends that you make in networking, and this Karatbars family is amazing. And because of Karatbars and Mr. Harold Seitz, my sister and I are known as those two sisters. We were always those two sisters, but we didn't have a brand. Now we do have a brand, but it's tied to one of the most incredible opportunities on the planet. And I would stand up to anybody and double dare, dog dare them that there's nothing else better. So if you're looking, this is your first time today, and listen to this excellent presentation, get back to the person who shared Karatbars with you and take another look at it, because it's definitely changing lives all over the world. You can build a legacy of wealth for your children's children. And that's what excites me the most. When they walk into a mansion and they see Grandma Cece's portrait over the mantle, they'll know why it's there. Thank you so much, Fred, for inviting me. And now my sister, Demaui.
Okay, thank you so much, CC, for that amazing testimony. We really appreciate it, and we know it's always from the heart, and I'm so happy and excited to have you on. Okay, well, beautiful Demaui, we'd definitely love to hear from you.
Well, I also want to start by saying thank you for the invitation. And I remember the Let's Go weekend that I met you, and you told me you were from Chicago. That was an instant relationship there for me. And I say I'm from Chicago because I'm really from there. I was born at home, but we left there when I was 5 years old, went to Germany, and I haven't been back, maybe once as an adult. But now that I have some friends, family, and affiliates there, I'm going to purpose to make it back to Chicago soon. But anyway, I'm not going to say that I'm a follower or a copycat, but Cece is 4 years older than me, and she was like a second mother to the younger siblings. And when she told me to do something, I did it. But not just because she told me to do it, because I knew when I got the call from her about Carrot Bars, she told me Ty Best had called her and told her, and we both knew how many things we'd been in, a lot of them with Ty Best. We had paid a lot of money, made a lot of money, lost a lot of money. And, but I already knew that if she told me, she thought it was a good idea. So I didn't question it. I didn't say, what is this? And why are we doing this? I just did it. And I also told about 5 people. I have twins who are 45 now, but at the time, I just signed them up. It was a no-brainer. Why ask, for something that is going to be beneficial? So anyway, I did what she did for the first 2 years. Actually, it was about 2.5 years for me because we weren't in the same vicinity at the time. So I would get things a little delayed. And I did nothing. I remember we were in the Bahamas and she had her MasterCard. And I said, Cece, why don't you put your MasterCard in the ATM and see if there's any money on it? And so she did, and she took out $400 cash in the ATM in the Bahamas. And then she checked her balance, and I think it was something like 800. And we both almost hit the floor, and we couldn't wait to get back to the States. She called Ty. She said, Ty, how did I get this money on this card? And I haven't been doing anything. He said, you need to get plugged in, look in your back office and see what other people have been doing. So in our experience in network marketing, there's never been an occurrence like that, where you got money, didn't know where it came from. And now we get gold and we know where it comes from, but it's free. So I tell everybody that I come in contact with, if you think you know what this is, you don't. And if you say no, you don't know what you're saying no to. You need to do your due diligence and find out what is different about this company, because it is one of a kind. So many firsts in the world. And we will be a household name. And I'm just so happy that we're in on what other companies call a ground floor opportunity. We have a ground floor opportunity that is there for everyone whenever they get in. If it's 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's still going to be a ground floor opportunity, because that's the way that our CEO, Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, has set it up. So I am just so happy to be a part of this. But not only that, I'm number 12 of 13 children, but Cece and I are the ones that chose to do this business together. Our other siblings had a choice if they wanted to do it with us or not. And they're all affiliates, and a couple of them even have packages, but they don't choose to work the business. They don't see what we see. But like Ty says, it's never too late. Don't give up on anybody, and love everyone, wait on no one. So I just thank you once again for allowing us to be on your platform, and y'all have a golden day.
Thank you so much, the Maui. And this is not my platform. This is our platform. This is everybody's platform. But, it's definitely a real treat having you. We appreciate you. And everybody loves you. Okay, those two sisters are amazing. So thank you very much. So what I want to do now, just a couple other slides I want to get through so before we let everybody go. And like I said, it's been one of these cases where technology has a mind of its own. So let's just try to get this back to where I was. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, so this is actually the next slide. Okay, and so we want to let everybody know, besides this particular presentation, we have standing presentations every day, Monday through Saturday at 12 noon and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.goldrocks.info. Some amazing people from Karatbars, amazing speakers, amazing moderators every single day. Okay, so there's not going to be a single day, even Sunday, where you cannot go online somewhere and get some information about Karatbars. Also on Sunday nights at Gold Rocks, Sunday night, 9 p.m., amazing training, okay, fast track training to get you moving in the right direction, okay, when you first join Karatbars. So we have something for everybody. And then Tuesdays with Tammy, okay, we have an amazing team in South Africa. So she has a webinar Tuesday afternoons, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. South Africa time. So if you know people in South Africa, any of the African nations, as well as in Europe, or anybody across the water, okay, you want to get them to this particular presentation. She does an amazing job in terms of explaining the foundation, the basics behind Karatbars. And it's an amazing presentation she gives every single Tuesday. Coming up, okay, the union is hosting the Freedom Summit. Okay, it's going to be July 17th and 18th. This is not going to be online, ladies and gentlemen. God willing, we will actually be there in Hanover, Maryland. I can't wait because I'm getting withdrawal right now. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms from missing my Karatbars family. And so we're looking forward to being at this Freedom Summit. You know, you need to go online, okay, to unionuniverse.com and get your tickets. Okay, this is going to be an amazing event given by some outstanding affiliates from the union as part of Wealth Builders Worldwide. So you definitely want to make sure that you go there. I'll definitely be there. Can't wait. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, just keep this in mind. Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take that first step. All it takes is that first step. We hook with you arm to arm, and we walk with you the whole way through, ladies and gentlemen. So we hope you enjoyed this Saturday afternoon presentation. We hope you enjoyed our guests. Okay, on behalf of Chicago Wealth Builders Alliance with Wealth Builders Worldwide, I'm Fred Moore. My time is up. I thank you for yours. Okay, we'll see you next Saturday with another exciting guest. And so, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. We'll see you next time.